The first of its kind program is offering new hope for people caught in the heroin crisis.
John London shows you how Hamilton County is leading the way in the State of Addiction report.
Well, it's all about increasing the life-saving supply to meet the deadly demand, where you now have 7,000 doses of Narcan that is spread throughout Hamilton County. You will eventually have 30,000 doses. The goal of this effort is to cut the number of fatal overdoses in Hamilton County in half. 318 people died that way last year in this county. Statewide, 4,050. This effort is partnering with the jail, hospitals, faith-based groups, and others to make nasal naloxone, which reverses the effects of opioid overdose, available in more places. The idea is to distribute more doses locally as soon as possible, a few thousand at a time. Ohio's Attorney General says the Narcan blitz, if you will, is the morally right thing to do.
This drug epidemic is a mature drug epidemic. I don't see any signs of it abating. How many people we're losing a day now, I don't think anyone really knows, but certainly it's as high as it was last year. It's 12, 13, 14 a day.
Talked with a local woman just a short time ago who knows about all this. She was revived twice from heroin overdoses a few years ago, became addicted to opioids in the hospital after surgery. She now works to help people struggling with the same addiction that she overcame. Reporting live at the Hamilton County Health Center, John London, WLWT News 5.
All right, John, thanks. A botched robbery at an Ohio Taco Bell.
Yeah, it turns out the fast food employees were packing more heat than the robbers. How it all went down next.
Plus, policy changes and apologies after a Utah nurse is manhandled by police while she was trying to protect a patient. What the police chief is saying today.
And temperatures on the climb. I'll let you know how much higher they go as we head into the weekend. I'll have the latest forecast for you straight ahead. You're watching Cincinnati's WLWT News 5.
Two armed robbers in Cleveland walked into a Taco Bell restaurant and they found out that they were outmatched in weapons.
Police say the masked robbers ordered employees to the ground. That's when 3 employees pulled out their own guns and started firing. One of the robbers hit 6 times and died. The other ran away. Investigators say the man who was shot and killed was found with a loaded gun in his hand. Police say the employees packing their heat are a 23-year-old man and 2 19-year-olds.
Well, the Salt Lake police chief is responding to the thousands of outraged emails, calls, and social media posts about videos that have gone viral over the arrest of nurse Alex Wubbles. The arresting officer and his supervising officer could now face criminal prosecution for their actions in trying to force the nurse to get blood from a patient without probable cause, a warrant, or consent. Now, you can hear the nurse's screams as she was arrested while trying to protect the rights of her patients.
On the way.
We don't want this to happen again. We really don't. I talked to Nurse Wubble on the phone, and I apologized. We will do better. If mistakes were made, we will correct them. At the end of the day, this will be a better police department.
Chief also says he should have been quicker to put the arresting officer on leave after the incident.
Well, we are hearing from one of the NFL's top defensive players connected to a growing controversy with Las Vegas police. Yeah,
video from TMZ reports shows that Michael Bennett on the ground being cuffed by a Las Vegas police officer. Bennett says it happened after he attended the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight on August 26th. He said he was heading back to his hotel when people heard what sounded like gunshots. When people started to run, Bennett says he was targeted by police because he believes he's black.
Sometimes you get profiled for the color of your skin, and it's a tough situation for me. Do I think every police officer is bad? No, I don't believe that. Do I believe there's some people out there that judge people on the color of their skin? I do believe that.
Well, police officials in Las Vegas say they have opened an internal investigation and will be reviewing more than 100 videos of the incident to determine what exactly happened.
Back to breaking news now. We told you about at the top of the show what appears to be a hazmat situation in Kenton County and Ludlow specifically. Todd Dykes is there with details. What can you tell us, Todd?
Yeah, Lisa, let's get right to it. So we're at the base basically of Adela and Sandbank Street here in a road in Ludlow, and obviously some kind of a leak at a company called U.S. Nonwovens. And just talking to a gentleman, Clarence Taylor. Come on over, Clarence, for a second. Tell me about the plant first off. What do you do there?
We make different little chemicals like laundry detergent and stuff like that.
We saw that on the sign, some household products. So
yes.
Tell me what happened about 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, about 9 o'clock, one of the tanks started bubbling, and just, you know, for precaution, they just made sure everybody out of there, you know. And everything's okay. We're just waiting for hazmat to clean up and get in there and get our car and get home.
Nobody hurt in this?
No, nobody was hurt in this. And, you know, like I said, just trying to make sure everybody was out the building and everything was safe.
Sounds like you're pleased with the way that was handled internally.
Oh, yes, I'm definitely pleased with the way they handled it. They took care of it, and all the employees are safe, and everybody's going to make it home tonight.
Well, and Clarence, the reality is these chemicals can be dangerous. We know with the household products that we all use, they have to be made somehow, and that's not an easy job, I know.
No,
safety, a huge priority. When something like that happens, was there alarm in the plant, or was it a matter of, okay, we know what to do here? How did that go?
It was actually, we knew what to do, because they done took us through the drill before. In case anything does happen, we have an emergency in there. So they took us through the drill before. So we actually knew what to do when we, you know, when something goes on in there.
So but now you just got to get your car and head home, and like you say, everybody else is going to go home safe tonight.
Yes, they are.
Okay, Clarence Taylor, thank you so much for talking to me. I'm glad you're safe and your colleagues as well. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Okay, there you go. A first-hand account of basically what just transpired at U.S. Nonwovens here in Ludlow. For those of you who may be familiar with the area but not exactly certain where we are, we passed St. Agnes and Fort Wright, came down Sleepy Hollow Road, a pretty good distance, into Ludlow, and then, of course, you see behind me, investigators have basically blocked off the path that leads up to this company, U.S. Nonwovens, down here. But it sounds like everyone's safe, and a matter of just cleaning it up at this point. But a hazmat situation developed about 9 o'clock this morning here in this part of Ludlow. But again, as you just heard from that worker, everything seems to be moving in the right direction. Lisa and Colin, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Todd, thanks for the update from there. Looks like everything's going to be okay.
That's a good thing. All right, now it was brisk this morning a little bit, but it's warmed up up a little bit, not too much. Eric Zarnez, let's talk about that. We're seeing temperatures that we normally should finally right now.
Yeah, temperatures starting to climb through the 60s, and this time of year we're normally right around 81, 82 degrees. Today we're going to settle right around 70. Yes, comfortable, but a little cool for this time of year. As you look outside, you'll start to see a few clouds starting to build. The further north you live, the more clouds you're going to see as we head on through the day. Temperatures again started off this morning right around 46 degrees. Ouch, 7 degrees away from the 30s, right? A chilly start to the day, as Colin said, and now we're up to about 64. Yes, a few clouds starting to build, and by this afternoon we could even see a few spotty showers. Again, areas to our north, Loveland, Mason, they all got hit with a few rain showers yesterday. This is the same kind of scenario where I think places like Hamilton, Middletown, Wilmington will be a little more likely to see a few more of those rain showers than those of you living in northern Kentucky. For instance, Falmouth, Crittenden, Maysville, you're more than likely going to stay dry with just a few extra clouds late this afternoon. Some more temperatures, 65 degrees in Harrison, 66 in Walton, 64 in Mount Orb, 63 in Wilmington.